Welcome to the world of brutalist house design. Here we are not just observing buildings, but the raw poetry of concrete and geometry. Every wall, every line speaks of permanence, of honesty in material, and of an architecture that refuses to hide its strength. Over the next 30 minutes, we will journey through forms that are bold, functional, and surprisingly intimate, exploring the beauty that lies in austerity and the elegance of simplicity. Minimalist brutalism teaches us that less is infinitely more. In these houses, space is intentionally restrained, stripped of unnecessary ornament, leaving only what is essential. The concrete walls speak silently of stability and courage, and the simplicity allows light, shadow, and proportion to create a living dialogue within the space. In such a home, every corner invites reflection, every volume evokes calm authority. Amidst the chaos of urban life, brutalist houses stand as islands of clarity. Their bold, geometric facades assert presence, yet inside they offer sanctuaries of order and structure. The raw concrete connects the dwelling to its environment, echoing the honesty of city living while maintaining privacy. In these spaces, form and function meet with uncompromising integrity, reminding us that strength can coexist with quiet contemplation. The concrete monolith commands attention. Massive, unyielding, yet profoundly sculptural, it is a home that asserts itself without apology. Deep shadows carve its surfaces, revealing hidden textures and subtle nuances. Living within such a structure is an exercise in awareness. The solidity of concrete grounds you, the vast volumes inspire introspection, and the interplay of light and dark invites a contemplative gaze. Introducing transparency into brutalism transforms the experience entirely. Glass panels pierce through the raw concrete, inviting light, movement, and views of the outside world. The juxtaposition of heavy, solid walls with delicate, transparent surfaces creates tension and balance, offering spaces that are both protective and expansive. Here, brutalism becomes a dialogue between material strength and human perception, a canvas for living in both solitude and connection. Geometry is the language of brutalist architecture. Every angle, every overhang, every protrusion is intentional, shaping the rhythm of space. The house becomes a three-dimensional sculpture, a physical expression of logic and design purity. Walking through such a home, one becomes acutely aware of lines, volumes, and the weight of materials. It is architecture that teaches patience, observation, and appreciation of spatial harmony. Even the harshness of raw concrete can be softened by nature. Vines crawling along walls, moss gathering in crevices, and carefully placed trees remind us that brutalism is not at odds with life. It frames it. The house, though imposing, becomes part of its landscape, and the dialogue between stone and flora creates a living contrast, a reminder that permanence and growth coexist in delicate balance. Inside, brutalist design is surprisingly intimate. Open plans and unadorned walls create an atmosphere of clarity and purpose. Furniture, carefully chosen, punctuates space without overwhelming it. The raw concrete surfaces provide texture and context, while natural light warms them throughout the day. Living here teaches mindfulness. Every movement and placement matters, and every interaction with space becomes more conscious and profound. Courtyards are the heart of many brutalist homes. Surrounded by monolithic walls, They create serene oases of light, air, and reflection. Skylights and open spaces invite the sky indoors, while the surrounding concrete forms a protective embrace. Here one experiences the paradox of brutalism: massive, heavy structures generating intimacy, a calm within the boldness, and a quiet space for thought and living. Roofs are more than functional surfaces, they are architectural statements. Sculpted concrete roofs extend forms downward, creating dynamic silhouettes and intriguing shadows. They challenge gravity and perception, inviting observers to look upward and reconsider what a home can be. In brutalism, even the roof is a canvas for expression, turning shelter into poetry. Wood softens concrete's severity, blending raw strength with tactile warmth. The interplay of materials creates a visual rhythm, where human touch meets structural honesty. It reminds us that brutalism, while monumental, can embrace comfort and humanity within its bold frame. Light and shadow are the unsung storytellers of brutalism. As the sun moves, the concrete surfaces transform, revealing hidden textures, emphasizing edges, and creating fleeting moments of beauty. Shadows carve their own narrative, teaching us to see beyond material, to appreciate transience within permanence. In the forest, brutalist homes find intimacy. Surrounded by trees and earth, their bold forms contrast with organic softness. Inside, one feels both protected and connected, a reminder that strength does not preclude serenity, and that solitude can coexist with monumental design. Verticality adds life to brutalist homes. Multiple levels and terraces create layers of experience, where views shift, light evolves, and movement becomes a journey. The home is no longer static. It invites exploration, contemplation, and a dialogue between space and inhabitant. Minimalism outside fosters mystery. Hidden entrances, restrained openings, and austere surfaces challenge visitors to slow down, observe, and feel the weight of design. In this restraint, beauty emerges, proving that silence and simplicity can speak louder than ornamentation. Even functional spaces like garages receive thoughtful attention. In brutalism, every element contributes to the whole. Concrete walls, precise angles, and careful proportion turn the mundane into architecture that resonates with strength and cohesion. Water reflects the bold geometry of brutalist homes, softening harsh edges and creating dynamic interactions between light and surface. Pools and ponds transform concrete into a living presence, inviting calm reflection and enhancing the sensory experience of space. Textures breathe life into brutalist design. Rough, raw surfaces reveal craftsmanship and material honesty. Each imperfection tells a story, making concrete not just a shelter, but a tactile visual experience that engages the observer in unexpected ways. Elevation transforms perception. A home raised above ground invites views, air, and perspective, turning a simple structure into an object of prominence. From this vantage, one experiences both dominion and connection, a signature of architectural intentionality. Brutalism embraces fluidity. Open patios, courtyards, and seamless transitions between interior and exterior dissolve boundaries, allowing the house to breathe. Concrete frames life, yet never confines it. The design encourages inhabiting space fully and mindfully. Artistic expression finds its home in concrete. Sculptural facades, patterns, and intentional irregularities challenge our perception, turning houses into galleries of lived experience, where boldness meets imagination in permanent form. Skylights puncture heaviness with light, carving pathways of illumination through dense concrete. They guide movement, accentuate textures, and invite moments of quiet awe, reminding us that light is as vital as structure in shaping our experience. Modular design emphasizes efficiency, repetition, and logic. In Brutalism, it becomes poetry in pattern and proportion, proving that even prefabricated elements can create homes of character, presence, and profound spatial depth. Landscaping complements the raw forms. Stones, gravel, and carefully placed plants accentuate rather than compete with concrete, creating harmony between natural and built, softness and strength, life and permanence. As dusk falls, brutalist structures transform. Warm interior lights bleed through openings, casting gentle glows on rigid forms. Shadows deepen, edges soften, and the home reveals a new face, one that is inviting, contemplative, and quietly majestic. Even small homes can embody Brutalism's boldness. Efficient layouts, clever use of light, and thoughtful proportion make compact spaces feel expansive, turning constraints into opportunities for creativity and presence. Steel and concrete together tell a story of strength and precision. The combination highlights both material honesty and the beauty of engineered detail, offering a balance of raw permanence and refined craftsmanship. Rooftop terraces lift life above walls. They create spaces for gathering, solitude, or reflection, where the sky meets the concrete canvas, extending living beyond the traditional envelope and inviting new perspectives. Experimentation is freedom in Brutalism. Unusual angles, tilted walls, and unexpected volumes challenge conventions, daring both architect and resident to see the world from new perspectives, where form is playful yet intentional. Brutalist homes are more than buildings. They are statements of honesty, courage, and design integrity. Bold, raw, and sculptural, they remind us that architecture can inspire, challenge, and transform the way we inhabit the world. Thank you for joining this 30-minute exploration of Brutalist house design, where concrete speaks, geometry rules, and every space tells a story.